So far, it's a fade. All right, well, we're still kind of trading in the top part of this distribution. You know, this, if it is going to try and go long, you know, we have to see how, you know, we want to see the ascending, you know, price channel, you know, maybe likely get bought up around here somewhere. But if we're going to go to lower band, like full traversing the distribution, right, you don't want to go long here. So it's kind of tough. So far, we're in a balanced market. Balanced market rules apply. Fading the value or extreme. We're at point of control right here on both the higher time frame on the session and also the intraday. Yep.
Just keeping an eye on the market here. So
Back to VWAP. Through VWAP.
Now. And no news catalyst for the select to the upside here. Just keeping our eyes on the wires nonetheless.
Morning, Travis. Otniel. Am I saying that right? Otniel? I don't know. Cristiano. I really apologize if I mispronounce your names, guys. I do my best. I'm liking everybody's tag swag. Looks really cool. All right, well, we held VWAP there. Is this an anemic bounce? Or are we going to go for the break? Yeah. This is upper band on the RTH. There's nothing A plus about this price action. This is you know, B and C setups at best. Lots of C setups. One level, one intraday level. That's a C setup. So how I grade, guys, if you're not familiar, you know, just one line, right? Just picking one of these levels as a setup, that's a C. If we have two levels that line up, low volume node and an upper band, for example, that can be a B. A is going to be three levels, and ideally one of them is higher time frame. I mean, so far it's looking like higher to me. Come on. I think it wants to grind higher. Oops. Bungled that. I'm wasting my shots here, guys. I'm going to sit tight. I'm up 370. Just scalping away. Yeah, don't diddle. He's right, Jay Scott. Yeah, most of my trades are scalps, but we have a lot of traders that don't scalp. They take longer trades. I have a high win rate scalping execution strategy for myself, but all the setups stay the same. Whether you prefer to hold longer, you don't have to trade like I do. But if you're going to go for hold longer trades and bigger moves, prepare for more losers, right? They're directly correlated, especially in a market like this, where we're just chopping sideways. Yeah, there is no weekly upper band. This is just on Monday. There is no weekly. It's the same as Monday's intraday. Tempting along here, huh? Gets the breakout. Nope, no fill. Yep, that's correct. We'll have an initial balance at 10:30, Travis. Ian, good morning. I think he means the price action is garbage. I think that's what Flocky is implying. Price action is garbage. I don't think he's talking about me. He might be. I don't know. We'll see. Took what? What too early? Rejection. We're not going to make this easy on anyone. Gold hasn't been quite able to get up to VWAP. And it's back at initial balance high. Now it's breaking below it. So
according to some sources on X here, some Israeli news outlets here,
Still have a low volume node right
So
here,
this
so maybe
defense
this
cast
continues
was
to hold.
responding to an assassination
On gold for the long.
by Iran. They said that the moment that he comes out of the bunker, he suggests that Khomeini, Iran's supreme leader, occasionally looks up at the sky and listens carefully to every hum.
So we're trading above the session value area. Ah, come on.
AMD confirms it has received China AI chip export licenses. So again, AMD is offering confirmation that it has received China AI chip export licenses.
Very tough to trade, guys. It's so choppy. Tight range, 5-point candles. ES is down spot 03. I mean, you know, NQ is up spot 1 over ES. Yep, the red arrows are setup locations. Or were setup locations that we were watching, right? So we had the VWAP Bounce on the RTH from Friday. We had a fade value area extreme at the upper band here. Well, I don't know what that was. I don't know what it was, but I want a piece of it. Sorry, Jay Scott. Yeah, those tape bombs. We don't even know what that was. That could have just been some volatility hitting the tape. Yeah, that's a perfect balanced market, JP, on Russell. Sure feels like they're loading up to take this thing higher, doesn't it? What's the VIX at? VIX is at 15, guys. Snooze alert. Low volatility conditions. Morning, Oxter. What time is it there in New Zealand? All right. We're doing great. Up a little bit. Tough price action to trade. It's been tough. We have a big zone up here from 70 to 80. Well, I guess it's not that big. 10 points. High of day clear out on NQ. Might look for a bit of a short if we break above 70 in the 70 to 80 zone. It's going to be the low volume node we have before the high volume node at all-time highs. So that's my best chance for a contrarian trade up here. Didn't quite get there. You're welcome, Oxford. Good trade. We have Kulunu from Sri Lanka. Welcome. BTD, good morning. Really not that many setups, guys. This has been, you have some longs off this RTH, but every time it doesn't respect it, you get a 15-point flush. So, these are low quality setups. They're setups, yes, but they're not great. All over the world. This is true. Sri Lanka, New Zealand, Singapore, Africa. Look at that. That was bought up hard. All right. I want to see what we do up here in the 770 to 780s. Can't quite get there, can it? Cumulative delta is bullish, right? There's a low volume pullback. Well, it's still early, Stephen. I mean, it's only 10:20. Market hasn't even been open an hour yet. We don't even have an initial balance. Hey, if you're at profit target and you're hitting it hard, good for you. Yeah, I mean, rising wedges, Oxter, are one of my favorite patterns on NQ. I'm not a pattern trader by any stretch of the imagination, but when we see higher lows and a flat top, I mean that to me says they're trying to push it through a level. That they're picking up, there's more buyers than sellers, they're at a level and they're trying to push it through. Toasty from Vancouver, Roman from Germany. Travis, I'm also in Florida, Jupiter, Florida here. Wonder if we're going to get that return to value. Kind of want to take a small spot here, see if we get it. Literally flat. 7.1 minute candles. Switzerland, Alex. Very cool. Look at gold. This is kind of a messy chart. It did break this low volume node, right? So we don't have a lot of alliance between session VWAP and what the volume profile is telling us. We have kind of this value area down here after a big trend. So, looks like consolidation to me. Glad I got out of that short. But yeah, that could be a fade value area extreme from the IV high for sure on the break. Now it did break it once and reclaim. So that would have been a bad trade. I don't know. This just feels like we're going lower. I don't know. IB. Toasty, my take profit traders are in the, those have been the hardest accounts for me for whatever reason. I don't know why. They are in a drawdown. Once I get to profit target in these top steps, I will switch over to take profit. Didn't quite get to the level I was looking for. ES is super weak. Kind of want to take short here. We break this level, I think we're going pretty low. So let's go. See if ES can drag NQ down with it. Come on. Is this? Break it. Ah, go. Keep going. Got to stop at break even. Short at 52 and 3/4. Stopped out. Break even. This is painfully slow.
So just keeping on the live stream where Trump is due to be giving a press conference on crime and homelessness.
Come on.
So again, keeping on the live video, it does seem that Trump's going to be making an appearance here in around 2 minutes' time. Can we do that?
Finally.
For those interested.
Dude. It's like pulling pennies out of this market. No, there's really not much here. You know, we're still in a distribution. It's trading right through it, Alex, because there's a distribution right here, and the high volume node is also smack at that. Normally that would be a great level because we have RTH upper band and session upper at the same spot, but what's ruining it is this. And that's what's making it so choppy right there. I mean, it's still a decent trade idea. The problem is the high volume node. It's making it super choppy, and we're just not getting a clean trade. We're just not.
Trump now appearing at the podium on this press conference. Again, the live video is on the page. Trump announcing historic action in DC, invoking Section 740 of DC Home Rules Act. Trump says, I'm placing DC Metro Police under federal control. Trump on Washington, D.C. adds that he's deploying National Guard troops.
Sucked in some longs there before they drop it. Toasty, it's the DOM, the depth of market display, is the tool I use to execute trades quickly. Play stops. It's the thing I have on the left with the red and blue bid and ask. Hey, Jam Wangi, yes, I trade live every single day. Oh, trying to find it. Composite question. How far would you draw a composite? All right. Good question. Okay, let's go over to gold. So let's blow this up. All right, so we're smack in the middle of a pretty big range. All right, so I would probably pull around April 10th, to be honest. It's a pretty big range, right? We have value area high. So that's what I would work with on gold. You're not making this easy, are they? I got 200 bucks more to go. Whew, what a grind. I'll be right back and get some water. Yes, it's kind of bleeding out. It's still flat on the day, isn't it? Yeah, the group has been growing nicely. Oxter. It's still, I find it surprising how many people join the group but don't really participate much. I feel like the participation is really key to learning and growing. I want to try short again.
Cities are also bad. We're starting with DC.
Do you even stream? Yes. It's a nice move. There it was. That was what I was waiting for this entire time. Now we have RTH and session VWAP at the same level. Roughly around 30. Come on now. It's going to melt right through it. Ah. You say something? Come on. Sub VWAP chop? No. Come on. Let's reclaim and go. Boom. Come on. Push it. Nice. Like ice. That's profit target for me. It flushed through it by about 10 points, which is not terrible. Uncomfortable, but not terrible. Look at that reclaim, guys. That was a failed breakdown right there. Okay. I'm going to shut this down. I only have 2 more days to go, and I'm going to get the 5-figure payout. Hopefully I don't screw it up. Those are my stats for today. Not bad. $1,050 times 5. 80% win rate, 1.36 R to R. So I try and shoot for 1.5, pretty close. Day win, 80%, profit factor 5. 31 trades, 48 seconds on the wins. Trade direction, almost 50-50. That's interesting. I like that, actually. Best trade, 167. Worst trade, 67. I was trading mostly one contract today, Alex. Sometimes I had 2. Once or twice I had 3. Minis, yes. For the most part, it was 1. Couple of 2s, and once or twice I had 3. But usually looking to scale out pretty darn quick. Yeah. These are 150K express funded accounts on Top Step. So we're on day 3 of these. Just trying to chip away at them. So by Wednesday, tomorrow and Wednesday, that's all I need. And we'll go for the 5-figure, probably like 11 or 12K. All right, now I'm going to go over to take profit, my cursed account. Oxter, I wish I could tell you that. You know, it's funny. I get some comments. You know, I get lots of dumb comments, but one is like, how great can it be for only $49? Well, the reason I charge $49 is because I can't guarantee anybody's going to be successful. I feel bad taking lots of money from anybody, not knowing whether they're going to be able to succeed or not, right? So I try and keep the cost barrier as low as possible because everybody's going to struggle, So whether it takes somebody 3 months or 3 years, I have no idea. Right, Chuck? I don't know if anybody saw my video from yesterday. I actually ran the video by Chuck first because I wanted, sometimes I feel like it could be too much. I like to poke the bear a little bit, but also I don't want the message to land wrong either. So I actually ran it by Chuck first, and he gave me the green light. I know the feeling, JP. I truly do. Oh, Ross is from Boynton Beach. I'm up in Jupiter. Very close to me. I've lived in Boynton Beach. Green Day, I've blown many accounts. Many, many, many accounts have I blown.
Trump says we'll
I'm not
keep
like a natural trader. I didn't like pick this stuff up and like I wasn't like amazing. I worked very hard over a long period of time. I've lost a lot during that process. You know, Green Day, it helps having support, you know, in the form of relationships that are supportive, but also, you know, having a job that can, or another source of income that can allow you to pursue this and learn and take the time necessary. I think a lot of people try and make this a full-time thing too soon, and that's difficult. Awesome, Dr. Schaefer. Good work. Have a great day. Glad you hit your goal. Yeah, we do have a lot of South Florida folks. Oh, Carlos, that's right. I think I knew you were in that Weston Pembroke Pines area. I think the truth is, Green Day, you know, it always stings, you know. Elad asks, when do you know when you need to exit and when do you add DCA? You know, usually I base it based on how much I'm willing to lose on a trade. Once I had about $900 in profits, I was willing to risk some of those profits to try and hit what I needed to hit and finish up for the day, right? So what I'm always keeping an eye on, Elad, is my how red I am on the trade. I can only be willing to risk so much. I have to have a number in my head that I have to cut that trade at. So if I'm already at a number that's pretty close to where I have to cut it, I can't DCA, obviously. Now, if I'm pretty far and I started with small size, I left myself room to add, right? And this stuff happens all the time, guys, right? So, you know, we don't always know which level it's going to respect perfectly. I know we're trading in a balanced market, right? We had this big sell off that I was looking for. We finally got it. I was looking to buy VWAP and we kind of flushed right through it. And I added below it because we had the value area low. All right. Looking for a little bit of a reclaim or at least a chop around it, which we got. Let me get out for a nice profit and finish up for the day. I mean, if you have some resources behind you, Green Day, to be able to do that, that's absolutely fine. I mean, I started full time before I was making money with it, but I had money saved up to be able to do that. You just can't expect to use this to pay your bills at first. That's more of what I'm talking about. If you're trading to pay the bills and you haven't proven consistency yet, that's a really tough place to be in. It's not ideal and generally does more harm than good. All right, let's see what we get next. Looks like it's fading that move there. Now we're trading under VWAP. Looks like it wants to go lower, doesn't it?
Reports the Citigroup oversaw $1 billion for Trust US tied to sanctioned Russians. Citigroup shares here dropping to a session low, as again Citi oversaw $1 billion for a trust in the US tied to a sanctioned Russian individual.
Looks like a little bit of a rounded bottom here. Nice. 30. Nice trade. Perfect. Green day. That's awesome. That's great. Now just take it slow with how much you spend on prop firms and combines. You know, if you have that type of money to be able to support yourself, you don't want to blow through money buying combines and stuff like that. Start small. Oh, thank you. Go. Cursed account. So what I suggest, Green Day, is allotting yourself a certain amount of money for combines and prop firms a month, and don't spend more than that. If you run out of money for the month, trade in the simulator until a new month starts, and then you can spend your money on combines again. That's one way of just mitigating the risk a little bit. Be right back, guys. Break above. Some buyers stepping in here. Come on. Crazy. Flushed everybody out on that. Stopped out. All right, 710. Look at the Dow, straight down. Wait for it.
Trump says I'm starting with 800 DC National Guardsmen.
Pretty good long price at 18 and a quarter. Can we break above VWAP again? Now we're just chopping around VWAP, so you know we're probably going to continue trading around. Oh, back down. Yes, is at lows. And Joe, thank you. I'm quiet, but I'm listening. Just 2 days in a group, I'm already seeing profits. Nice. Might just be a good day, but I can generally see the difference. The biggest lesson I've learned so far is take profits early and to really stop myself from trading before 3 p.m. Perfect. Love it. It's very choppy. So, I mean, it's very forgiving. You could just get in at the lows and the highs. It seems to bounce quite a bit. All right. I'll crawl back out of that. I'll be right back, guys. What do we think? Slow grind? Slow grind up now? Five. All right.
Sign some
Well, the
exit.
cursed account didn't do terribly today, for once. Trump at war on hobos. Yeah, we've had quite a few. We had a gold trade earlier, Paul. Gold's been kind of, there was
Trump
a
has some actions
rejection.
to deal with the crime in DC.
All right, we had this long above IB. It failed all the way back down to lows. So we're trading essentially in this distribution. Fade value or extremes has been the trade so far. All right, Carlos, good work today.
The Fed bids for 3-month bills
Thanks
total
for joining us.
$6 billion. And the 6-month bills total $5 billion.
No real big moves today, but lots of great scalping, guys. So, if you were trying to catch these moves, you were probably very disappointed. Balanced market in effect. Clean distribution on the session volume profile. So far, just trading the edges. That was a nice move up. Yeah, if you're managing risk on those scalps, they add up, Just try not to get married to any individual scalp and you'll be okay. Back up to the upper band here. Looks like it respected it a little bit, but after a failed breakdown like that, I'd be careful. This is how we get new highs. So far, nice trade. Fade value or extreme. Now this is interesting. This is a scenario where we have the RTH starting to line up with the session. Another indication of a very balanced market. So take profit trader commissions are so much. I have $230 in commissions on $625 on $855 in profits. Brings me down to $625. Crazy. I did trade a lot of contracts. I was down. I was up, down, up. Yeah, it's $5 a round trip. Take profit. They bang you pretty good. And we got companies like Top Step charging half of that. GT, I've never had a problem getting a payout, ever. Sunny. So, what do you think about Tape Profit Trader? I think they bang you pretty good. Um, most of my trades, usually the hold period is like 10 seconds. Most of my trades are above 10 seconds. Actually, let's do this. We'll see. So I'll export all these trades. All of them. And that doesn't even mean there were winners. So only 13 were winners. So 13 out of 69 trades were 10-second winners. Yep, balanced market. That would have been a good trade. You take it?
Trump says tariffs give us great power over our enemies.
Got some nice fade value area extremes. Return to value. A little bit of a VWAP bounce here. Yep, definitely a bearish divergence. Yep, on the CVD. I mean, it's not quite a divergence, but it's pretty darn close.
This time now at the bottom of the hour, the US is due to sell.
I have not. I think there's a couple of people here that do trade
high
futures desk. I don't know.
And the private cover.
No experience, and Joe.
The US is also.
There might be some others though that have traded it.
6-month bills. with a prior high yield of 3.98% and a prior bid to cover of 3.14.
So Top Step's commission is real cheap. It's like $2.60 or something a round trip. And Top Step does allow under 20 seconds micro scalping. I mean, there's really no rules with Top Step. And they will pay you out. So Top Step is great. Love Top Step. But there's no straight to funded accounts, none of that stuff. You got to pass your combines, you got to trade them. Yeah, Alex, it's beautiful for scalping. Scalping. Top one is the same too, I think. Anything with Project X is super low commissions. Actually, there's no commissions. It's just exchange fees. Still kind of finding support here at VWAP. We got point of control, VWAP, RTH, and it's good setups. There's definitely some people. I know Mustafa trades London. He's literally in London. All right, I'm gonna stick around for another 10 minutes. I'm done trading for the day. Hit my profit target in both my take profit trader and in my top steps for today. I'd like to get this payout on top step, and then I'm gonna start trading my cash account a little more. I would love to trade London, except I'm asleep because it's 3 o'clock in the morning.
US 3 and 6 month bill auctions.
Does anybody have any questions before I wrap up for today? So I'll remove all of my drawings, go back to the 5-minute, reset, remove all these levels because I'll do new ones tomorrow. Reset, remove, reset. Reset. Save. What happened with gold? Not much, huh? I'm glad I cut this one. I like Project X. I really don't, Jimmy. That could be a good one. But I don't have a ton of experience trading Globex, so I'm not really the one. I know there's plenty of people that use the strategy, and in recapping, the setups are there, but I don't sit there and watch the price action, so it's really hard to say for me. I would defer to some of the other members in this group that are having success with it. Because I always trade New York and I always trade the morning. It's just what I do. It's where I've had success, and I stick to what works. Nice, Elad. Hope you enjoy the book. Let us know how you get on with it. Juan, I have a video for that.
Here's 3-month bill high yield at 4.15%, 4.15%, with a bid cover of 2.64, 2.64. US sold $88 billion and awarded 24.77. Trump on China says we'll see what happens with the deadline. So again, Trump on China trade says we'll see what happens with the deadline.
Okay. Well, there's no questions, guys. I'm probably going to wrap up here. I'm done trading. It was a good Monday. I'm happy with a profit target Monday in about 2 hours. Actually, less than that. For those of you in the premium Discord, you guys can head on over to the trading lounge. Right? You guys can continue trading. You can share your mic, share your screens. Some experienced traders usually head on over there, and you guys can continue learning and continue watching, and you can generally ask questions, and they'll help you out. So it doesn't have to stop here. You guys are welcome to head over to the trading lounge. That's for premium members. So go ahead and enjoy that. And if you're going to continue trading, manage your risks, stay sharp, and we'll be back at it tomorrow morning, 9:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time in the Discord, 10 a.m. for YouTube. Have a great day, guys.